Hi everyone, today we're doing the Girl Scout cookie tag. Now I was tagged by Seth at Peculiar Notion, so you can check out his video in the description below. And this tag was created by Melinda at A Web of Stories, and I'll include the original tag video also in the description below. Now if you're new, hi, I'm Smitty and this is my channel Book Smitten, and if you're returning, you might notice that my backdrop is a little different. I actually got a new camera, which I'll say is like an outdoor camera, and I wanted to test it out, so we are in my rooftop garden right now. Anyway, back to the subject of Girl Scout cookies. Now, I was never a Girl Scout, but I ate a lot of Girl Scout cookies, so this tag seemed quite fun. So let's get into it. Now, the way that this tag is set up is that each cookie has a different theme. So the first cookie on our list is Trefoils, and that's a classic novel you love. Now, I haven't read as many classics as I've read other works. However, when I read this question, the first book that came to mind was D.H. Lawrence's Lady Chatterley's Lover. Now, I don't know if love is the right word for me, but it was very impactful in that it was one of these books that made me really think about love, relationships, connection, ableism, and I definitely don't agree with what I believe are D.H. Lawrence's stances on aspects of these topics, but it definitely got me thinking. As with a lot of classics, there are movie adaptations, and I recently watched one and I found the framing of this book and that movie quite interesting. Next up is Lemon Ups, and that's a book you find inspiring. In this one, let's put Michaela Cole's Misfits. This is a short book that mixes memoir and a call to action, and I really appreciate Michaela Cole as a storyteller. I think they're incredible. Bubblegum was a series that I really enjoyed, and being able to hear them narrate this audiobook made it even more inspiring. So if you feel like being inspired but have just a short amount of time, check out this short book. Next up is S'mores, and that's a comforting book. Now, I'm a parent to a 5-year-old, and I feel like I don't know what I'm doing most of the time. And while there are a lot of books out there about parenting, I really appreciate Ibram Kendi's How to Raise an Anti-Racist. I found his approach to anti-racism work as well as parenting very nuanced, humble, very real, and for me, comforting. I feel much more empowered to enter into more difficult conversations with my child. And the way the book was framed, you can see age-appropriate ways in which you might approach certain topics. So that was a comforting read for me. Probably not the purpose of the theme, but that's the first book that came to mind. Next up is Adventurefuls, and I've never actually had this Girl Scout cookie, and the theme is an adventurous book. For me, the first thing that came to mind was Sulin Tan's Celestial Kingdom duology. I think there's so much adventure as well as other things in this duology. Definitely check it out if you want an adventurous book with a complex and interesting female main protagonist. Next up is Samoas, which are my favorite Girl Scout cookies, and the theme is a book that blends 2 or more genres. Now, the first book that popped into mind for this one was Light from Uncommon Stars by Raika Aoki. Here we see a mix of science fiction, literary fiction, Faustian dilemmas. There is just so much going on in this book, and I absolutely loved all of it. Next up is Do-Si Do's, and I thought the theme of this cookie was pretty funny, and that's either a book you love that everyone seems to hate, or a book you hate that everyone seems to love. So I would say for me that a book I love that everyone seems to hate or just not really enjoy as much is The Cat Who Saved Books. Now, if I read this book now, I think I would have enjoyed it. It probably wouldn't be a 5-star read for me, but it would be 4-star and above. However, this was the book that got me back into reading, and I just really appreciate it for that, and it holds a special place in my heart. So yes, I really love this book, not just for the writing, but also for what it means to me. But it's a book that I think other people don't enjoy as much, and that's perfectly okay. So the last cookie on this list is Thin Mints, and that is one of your all-time favorite books. So I might be guessing, tell me if I'm wrong, Melinda, but Thin Mints might be your favorite cookie, and I really enjoy them as well. Anyway, back to the books. Here, I would say it's Braiding Sweetgrass, and if you follow me, you know that I really enjoy this book. This is a mix of nonfiction and memoir, and we really get to learn a lot about Robin Wall Kimmerer's life as an Indigenous scientist, a mother, and all these different roles that she takes on, and it's just a beautiful book in my opinion. All right, now time to tag some fellow booktubers. I am going to tag Stuart Griffin, Books, Ink, and Paper, and Kyla Denano. I would really love to hear what their answers might be to this book tag. Thank you again to Seth for tagging me and to Melinda for creating this tag. And if you really enjoy tag videos, check out the last tag I did over here. That's all for this video, and I'll catch you in the next one.